live.
We live, all the way live.
Peace. My name is Kepra.
And I am Tracy Queen.
And welcome to Wellness Wednesday.
Woohoo,
so,
yes.
We've been off for a minute. We thought we'd come back for Memorial Day weekend, strong beginning.
Yes.
So we can talk about what's about to happen over the weekend. I'm hearing that people are mad because the beaches were supposed to open up, but then at the last minute they said no. What did you hear, Queen?
Yeah, well, I guess we were hoping that they were open in New York City, but the governor was like, nope, we're not doing it. The further east, we'll open those beaches. You know, we thought we was gonna get, people thought they were gonna get to go to local Rockaway Beach or whatever, but nope.
But like I don't understand, Queen. How can we be sheltered in place and the first place to open would be the beach? Like that feels like a lot, you know?
Yeah, and it also, you know, it puts pressure on everybody because they're like, you still got to have like social distance, like 8 feet apart on the beach, and it has to be 50% less people on the beach. So, you know, I don't know how that's going to work.
How do you navigate that? You get a ticket, you get 20 minutes in the sand, you jog. You know, listen, I get it because I love the sun. I love the beach. And, you know, typically, traditionally, Memorial Day meant, you know, for a lot of people, backyard outings, barbecues, get-togethers, going to the beach. It really signifies the beginning of summer, you know? And for a couple of years for me, the beginning, Memorial Day, I was out in the Hamptons. So when the governor's talking about out east, I'm assuming he means you know, further east on Long Island in the Hamptons and the North Shore.
Long Beach.
Yeah.
Long Beach.
Well,
Hamptons.
I will say this: people gonna be outside anyway, right? And I'm not promoting any, you know, I'm not promoting anything that would cause people to be hurt. Right. We can sit here, me and you, and tell people stay inside and shelter in place. But we also know that people are dealing with an energy that is restless. It's like it's getting warm and people haven't really got all that they need here and here to even want to be inside. And even for those who've been zenning out and yoga, meditation, you know, being conscious, just the human nature, you want to be in the sun. When you see the sun, you want to go to it, you know? We are people of the sun, so we attract the sun. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yes,
so it's like, our friend is outside. I want to go out. The sun is our friend. I want to go outside and be with my people.
Yo, it almost feels like, you ever been on punishment in the summertime? It feels like when you're on punishment and the sun is out and everybody's outside, you almost wish that it would rain most of the time so that so you got
be hating on everybody else. Like you're wishing, please let it rain.
A rain, a snowstorm. But at the end of the day, you know, I remember one of our teachers, Baba Haru, he has a studio up at top, makes amazing beautiful adornments with silver and jewelry. Yes. But he always used to say, you know, at the end of the week, he would say strong beginnings. And I would be like, have a good weekend. He was like, no, we're not going to have any weekends. We're going to have strong beginnings. So this Wellness Wednesday is about the fact that, look, we know that people are going to do what they do. We just want you to have a strong beginning. Okay. Correct. And so that's what we're about. You know, we know that people are going to just be out. We know that you know how to social distance. You've gotten the drill about using your mask, but still, we want to make sure you have a strong beginning. That means this Friday, this Saturday, no weekends. You know, there was a story about how during times of slavery, on the weekends, our people would be allowed to drink their moonshine and dance and, you know, be a little debaucherous. And it was, you know, I don't know if the story is true or not, but I've been told this by many people and I've read it before, that the notion was to keep people so inebriated and like distracted that they wouldn't even be thinking about freedom. Right. So by the time Monday came, it was back to the plantation, back to work. And that is where the term weekend comes from, because it was designed for the people to be weak, not to be really planning for how to start my Monday with power, to have a strong beginning. So the theme of Wellness Wednesdays is strong beginnings. We want this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Ra Day, Moon Day to be powerful for you. We want you to emerge victorious and have a phenomenal experience. Get some vitamin D on your face wherever you can, but really put the mask on the inside on so you can be fortified, right?
I like that, for the mask on the inside.
Mask on the inside. You know,
on the inside. That's what's up.
Yeah, I think also what's happening with a lot of people is that a lot of people are rushing to go back outside, but they didn't do any internal work, you know? Right. And so some of that anxious energy just comes from not having really done any of the real work. So you kind of were on pause, and then you emerging back outside with the same kind of mindset that you had for the last 3 months, you know? And just take your time, man. You know, Mama used to say, Papa used to say, slow down, take your time.
You know, exactly.
Shout out to Junior with this song. I just gotta let it run for a second. Hey, he said, a small boy asked, when will I grow up? When will I see what grown-ups do see? But in this time you come of age and, you know, blah, 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 forgot the lines. But the main point was, Mama used to say, take your time, young man, right?
Yes, let it
say. Yes. So we want to give you a couple of tips to be in alignment, right? Hey, when will I grow up? We showing our age, Queen. And that's a beautiful thing. Because we still got it. So in this process, we want to give you some tips to have a strong beginning and make sure that you put on the mask inside and go outside with ease. You know, don't rush. You know, as the song says, the Don't Rush Challenge, just keep it easy. And so we're going to align, alkaline, remind. Say it again. Align,
alkaline, remind.
One more time.
Align, alkaline, remind.
Now me to the beat. Align, alkaline, remind. Okay, we good. That's the only thing about Zoom that I don't like, the delay. We can't always sing in sync. Exactly. So we need somebody to create an app where we can sing in sync, and that's what you should call it. But the first thing is to get in alignment, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the things we want to show people how to do before we go outside for this strong beginning is get in alignment. And that looks like, you know, Queen, I think we should show people kind of how to do a little bit of a body scan in those vital areas that are vulnerable to coronavirus, just so that they can be self-aware and discerning before they go out and then when they come back in.
Well, I know first and foremost from my own personal experience going outside, you gotta like do your body scan, make sure, check your throat, because when you get outside, for some reason, I don't know what's in the air, sometimes my throat starts feeling scratchy. I've even asked other people, they was like, yeah, what's going on? My throat feeling scratchy. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting a headache. So before you even walk out of the door, just check yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like feeling before you walking out the door. Your throat, your nose, is it stuffy? Before you leave, just a quick body scan. How does your stomach feel? Is it, do you feel a little nauseous? Do you have a slight headache? Before you leave, you want to do that body scan.
Okay,
right?
So I feel you. So let me run it back so I can make sure that I got it and make sure we reinforce that for the people. So what you're saying is, first of all, it's like know thyself. You got to know what state you're in before you go out into a state of the unknown. And so the body scan is about, since the throat is a very delicate area, we're told that when coronavirus comes in through the sinuses, it can sit in the throat. And so that's where that throat, the scratchiness and the soreness, and it can stay there for a couple of days. And so if you don't do anything about it, this is what I'm reading and what I'm told, then when you eventually, it can go down into the lungs, into the chest cavity, and that's where it does more of the damage that could be irreparable. So the goal is to catch it. And so you just want to be mindful before you walk out the door. Take a deep breath and swallow. Does it hurt when you swallow? Does it feel a little scratchy? Like, you should know where you at. So when you go outside, you can know what levels. There's areas, like you said, where when you're in those areas, you feel it even more. So you want to know your levels. And if you find that your throat is a little irritated, we're going to hook you up with some tonics and whatnot in a minute, just so you can like get that right before you go out the door. You also said, breathe in and see if you congest it. You could also take like one finger, cover the left nostril and breathe. Take the next thumb, cover the right nostril, right, left, and breathe and see which one is more or less congested. Make sure that your nasal passages are open, right? Clear your nasal passages. There's another one that you could do, Queen.
Which one?
If you sit still and just breathe, check the body and see if there's any muscle aches. You know, a lot of times, especially with our men, you know, you feel a little crampy, you feel a little muscle ache, you kind of ignore it, especially if you work out, you figure, you know, you're just used to that body soreness or body fatigue. But what we've been reading and what we talked about the last time was there was a nurse that said, because a lot of people are dying of strokes and blood clots, that those muscle aches could potentially be signs of blood clot. So you just want to check, you know, am I okay? Do I feel any stiffness? Do I feel any tightness? Do I feel any soreness? Do I need to take a casserole patch and wrap it on a space that feels a little tight and make sure I kind of break up whatever's going on before I go outside? So we want to get you ready for this strong beginning. We want to make sure that when Friday comes or Saturday comes and you decide to put your face out or step outside or get in the sun, that you are fortified from the inside out. So the first thing is a body scan. I like that. You know, you got to know yourself.
Yes.
And the second thing is, and the second thing is we want to get alkaline, right? We want to build that internal mass. So I think we should call it, what did we say? BYO instead of BYOB.
BYOMD. No, MB, my bad. Yeah, MB.
No, but I think we want to BYOT, bring your own tonics. I think that this strong beginning, when you go outside, you should definitely consider bringing a little medicine bag, bringing a little tonic kit. You know how people used to bring them little sippers, you know, when they sneak into a movie theater or party. You want to make some tonics. You want to keep it, you know, with you and just discipline yourself. Shout out to Dead Friends. This is one of my favorite songs. Yes. Check it out. Discipline makes things easier. Yes.
Exactly.
Organize your life. So we want to organize our life so that when we go outside, we ready. So today, can you still hear me, Queen?
What you got, Cap? What you got?
Can you hear me good? Because I love this song and I want it to rock. Okay.
Yes, I can. So let me see what you got going.
Of course, I got my aloe because now peep this. You're not gonna take the aloe with you outside because the aloe is gonna clean you from the inside out. So you want to do this. Today is Wednesday. You got today and tomorrow. Give yourself 48 hours of this tonic that we're about to make because it's gonna flush the system, clean the blood, and get you ready. Okay.
Captain, let me ask you, is it gonna send me straight to the bathroom or?
It might. So here's how aloe works. Depending on what's going on inside, you know, it could just whoop, 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 clean you out real quick. And in some cases, it can take a day or so. So you just want to be ready. You might even find that when you're doing the aloe, you might start passing gas because it's really just starting to push everything out. So don't, you know, trip on, oh, the aloe did something bad to me. It's all that stuff that's inside of you that the aloe is moving out. So again, what we talk about with aloe, it cleans the blood. It reduces inflammation. So if you did have any type of tension, also check your head. Do you have any tension in the head, any headaches? You want to clear that. It also builds the immune system.
Yeah, and detoxifies the blood.
Detoxifies the blood. And then, of course, I got some pineapple because you know we still want to make it a little. We want to make it a little fun. So I got some pineapple. I literally just peeled and cut a whole pineapple. Can you see this, Queen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So I cut a whole
really
pineapple.
Yummy. Okay,
yes,
we got
and
magnesium
of course,
going on. Good. All right.
Good. We got magnesium. You got your vitamin C. I'm just gonna move this up a little bit.
You got your B6 in the pineapple.
You got your B6 in the pineapple. Pineapple is also a mucus buster. So it will also remove any mucus congestion. And also pineapple is good for the immune system. So you got 2 immune builders, you got your vitamin C, you got your super detox in the aloe. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot, because y'all must think this is a game. I just, just a little appetizer.
Wait, what's going on?
I just took a little bite. Took a little bite of my aloe. You know what you could also do? Oh, that was good. I think we need to keep the aloe. I am showing up. We should keep the aloe vera challenge going. It's just a little taste. Yes, but you can also cut this and freeze it, and like put it in your smoothies, so you get that like frozen. A lot of people were having trouble with eating the aloe, right? So we want to make it in a juice today, but a little appetizer. You know why I get excited? Because I know what aloe is doing for me on the inside. My blood is like, oh, thank you. My intestines.
Yeah. Happy.
My immune system.
Happy. You know what? Happy.
I got to run out and get essentials. So I want to go outside. I'm going to put my mask on. I'm going to be socially distant, but I'm going to be outside. So I'm going to eat my aloe. And then, of course, we got some turmeric. So we're going to also put that in a drink. Pulling out the big dogs. Break it down, Queen. Let's talk about this turmeric. Turmeric, I mean, it's like the everything root. Anti-cancer. You start. Antifungal.
Anti-inflammatory, antifungal, niacin, potassium. Oh God, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin C, believe it or not.
Smart.
Calcium. Calcium.
There is nothing like a person, male or female, who knows the healing power of food, who understands that food is medicine. So we have this super cool tonic. We're gonna call this the Strong Beginning.
Okay? I like that. That.
So Strong Beginning. Yes. We got aloe vera. We have pineapple. We have turmeric. We got the heavy hitters, right? For our Strong Beginning. So of course, all of this is because we love y'all. We want everybody to be well. So I gotta play some. Strong Beginning tonic making music.
Hey, DJ.
And
song.
I gotta bring out something. Let me wash my hands while we getting ready.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta protect your neck. As I get ready to juice. Because juicing should be fun. Hey, protect your neck. What?
Turn it up.
I gotta cut it a little bit.
Man,
This is like the Lone Ranger. Whoa, did you see that? Look how it's coming out like slime. I just spilled some.
That's all right.
I think I spilled a lot of it. You know what's happening?
What's up?
Okay, wait, hold on. Rewind selector. So check it out. You know what happened? I have the cup here, but it was not going into the cup. It was literally going outside the cup. So
did the air like kind of push the cup back?
I don't know, but you know what? here's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna cheat myself, okay? I don't know aloe. So what I'm gonna do really quickly is I'm going to get another one.
Oh, she got them. You got them on reserve.
Right. So I'm gonna get my apple cider vinegar and I'm gonna show y'all how we do. We take our aloe, we go to the sink. I'm just gonna take it literally and pour it on this aloe. And I'm gonna wash the skin. I'm gonna wash the skin, the thorns. I'm gonna wash the front, wash the back, and really clean it well. Now, do know that I washed this aloe when I got it from the store. That's why I was able to sit it up there and make it look cute. So it's pretty clean already. I just wanted, for the sake of ritual, to show everybody that we really do wash these leaves. And once again, if you can see me now, I'm gonna start this over because I didn't really get that much aloe. So I'm not gonna cheat myself. So we're gonna try this again. This looks like mucus. Okay. So here we go. The first thing I do is hold on. I got to chop it into pieces. I'm going to cut the rind off. I'll use the gel part for some hair gel or something for my skin later. Okay. And then I cut it into manageable pieces, cut off the thorns. Okay. Do that. Make sure I get all the thorns off. Okay, so far, can I put this in here? I'm just gonna slice this one more time, just so it fits in the juicer with ease. And this time I'm gonna pay attention because I can't afford to lose any of this aloe. This aloe is like gold. This is precious. This is, life-giving. And so when we have something like this, it might only be $3 or $4 in cost, but the value far outweighs, the price. And I don't want to take this for granted. So, yeah, be forgiving for the waste.
It's a beautiful thing that something so powerful is so economical.
Yeah, so attainable. I know. Look, we like to have fun, Queen. We like to party. But when it comes to health, we got to stop and make sure we do it right. So I'm going to make sure that this is working. If not, I'll have to adjust it again. Okay, I'll put a little pineapple in it this time.
Yes, pineapple, they call that the happy fruit. That's known as the happy fruit.
Okay, yes. So now speaking of, we're going to get back to protecting our neck. I'm going to get my Wu-Tang back on. It's a method man for short, Mr. Meth. Moving on your left. Hey! Yes. Aloe, pineapple, and the pineapple juice. Like, babe, I thought I lived forever. Because they don't know no better. Pineapple. So when you put the pineapple in with the aloe, it really helps to move it out.
It kind of
and
rinses
also, yeah. Also, it's slimy. The sliminess is what's going to help to move all types of toxins, worms, crap out of your intestines. Turmeric. Look at that.
Vitamin C, flavonoids.
Oh, you see how orange? You see this?
Yes.
You see that? Look. I don't think you saw it. Ready?
Ooh.
Oh, look at that color. Man, nature is amazing.
It's so beautiful. It's beautiful.
Nature is amazing.
And then you send all those colors.
Everything has a purpose.
Like, thank you.
I want all this pineapple.
More happy fruit. Rinse it. Yes. More happy fruit.
Yes. Yeah. Woo! Excited.
Right.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Just put a little water.
You're gonna dilute it?
Well, I'm gonna dilute it, but I also want to make sure I get every possible
air thing, like we say, air thing. I hear you. I do the same.
Okay. I just cut it off right as they was about to get ratchet. So we have aloe, pineapple, turmeric. Now it's here, right? And so you say, well, Kepra, what you want me to do with that? Well, this is what I do. Remove this back. Getting some more juice here. Making a little mess. You can also get your children involved. You know, when children understand the healing properties of things, they're more open to take it. I found with my children when they were small, you know, everything was nasty. But then when I explained the science behind what they were doing and why they were more receptive, and now as adults, you know, they pleasantly surprised me. They're like, oh, you know, like my daughter, she was like, well, you know, I did my turmeric, ginger, lemon shots. And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
So
they be knowing and telling their friends and everything. They just
yes, and they're the experts.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So this is our strong beginning. It is aloe, pineapple, and turmeric. This is anti-cancer, immune building, mucus busting, vitamin C,
yes,
detoxifying, fortifying, beautifying. Also, let's not forget our skin, hair, and nails. You are going out in the sun. You don't want to burn up in the sun. And aloe is used on the skin to stop burns, you know, like if you get a sunburn or you burn your hand. But if you put it on the inside, imagine how much it's going to fortify your skin so that when you do get blessed by the rays of the sun.
Yes, less work.
So
less work.
This is the concoction. I put this in a mason jar. You see this? Then what I do, you can take hot water or room temperature water. I actually just finished my tea, but this water has been, I don't put water in the fridge, you know, it's room temperature. But basically, check this out. This right here is what you should have in 48 hours. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna experience detox. You're gonna experience going to the bathroom. You might even find that you're blowing your nose. You might find that you have more energy. You might find that your wounds heal faster. But most importantly, it's going to really work on you. And so, I'm gonna take a sip and I'm gonna show you what we got. So like I said, people were really, shout out to everybody who's done the Eat Aloe Vera Challenge. Continue to do that.
Yes,
but
please,
notice that I juiced the skin. A lot of people were saying, well, you know, I juiced the gel or I put the gel in my smoothies. No, go all in because the skin is where a lot of the vitamins and the nutrients and the minerals are. It's in the skin. The gel is cool, but it's really in the skin. The gel is great, you know, for your hair and, you know, things like that, but get the skin in, right? So here we go.
Yes.
It looks pretty, right? It looks pretty. And you know what? Like, I think all of this is psychological, right? When I look at this, like, what do you see? If you didn't know what it was, what would you think this was, Queen?
It looks like a nice tropical pineapple drink.
Okay. So
yes, it looks like a happy drink.
Yes. And so the other thing that we want to do is we always want to, just like we bless our food, we want to bless our drinks. You know, if you're going to bless anything that goes in your body, it should be liquid or solid. And so the most effective way, you know, this is not about any type of religion. It's just the science of, have you ever seen somebody that was upset and they're cooking and the old folks say, don't let nobody cook for you when they're angry?
Yes.
Right? Because they don't want the energy in the food, right? That's actually scientific. That's not like hocus pocus, because we are energetic beings. That's why we are attractive and we are magnetic, right? We are energetic beings. And so just by breathing and raising up the vibration of gratitude,
yes,
love, and putting that over my drink and giving gratitude to the ancestors, you know, who died so that I could be here, giving thanks to the farmers who picked that beautiful aloe, giving thanks to all of the people who work in produce and, you know, all of the people who made this drink happen today. There could have been hundreds of people that actually had to pick a pineapple and drive it to the market or sell it to this person so they could get it to the store so that somebody could put a label on it. And somebody had to come into work so that when I got to the store, they could be there to check me out. So I'm grateful to all of you because I know that I can't do this alone. And so here is to your well-being and mine. Ready for the taste test?
Taste it tasty. What you got? What you got?
Oh, queen. All right. For all of y'all had an issue with eating aloe, I promise you, if you juice a whole pint, oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. This thing right here. So check it out. You know what I think balances it out? The dilution, because you have a full aloe leaf, a whole pineapple, and turmeric. That's simple. You literally dilute that 50%, and you have such a pleasant drink. Oh my gosh, I wish you were here. Look how much I have. This is enough for like everybody in the family can have a nice glass. And then you know what you do? You go somewhere and you sit and you just sip. I mean, just sip on it. Like I could really bust this down.
And take your time. Take your time, young lady.
This is so good. This is the strong beginning. Oh, what you drinking, Queen? What you got?
I have everything minus the turmeric because I'm out. But I got the aloe.
Okay. And what's making it green? Did you put some green powder in it?
I put a little celery in it and some cucumbers to cool myself down.
But wait, I love how the whole vibration changes when you start talking about your drink. Let me tell you, remember when we used to go to the club and we would order like the martini glass and put like healthy stuff in it, and people thought we were like, we had our little breath of life from Queen Afua, and we would sit, oh my gosh, but we would sit with our martini glass and have our little healthy tonic. You know, listen, I'm not mad at my wines either. I love my wine. Shout out to all the vineyards. But this right here, this is absolutely delicious. So the other thing is 48 hours. You can bust this down. To be honest with you, I'll probably finish this today because I will be drinking this throughout the day. And it's refreshing. The pineapple makes it really refreshing. If you really want to get fly, you can take the pineapple and put it in the refrigerator so it's chilled before you juice it. Even with the aloe, you can do the same thing and it'll have a nice chill effect, or you can store this in the refrigerator.
I like that. Another thing, let me add, when you
put some more tunes on.
When you peel the pineapple, as long as your pineapple is super clean, you can take the skin of the pineapple and boil it and make a nice tea.
Yes, Queen, you know what? I literally just cut the pineapple and threw it out. But tell people, the rind and the leaf of the pineapple, the crown, or just the skin?
No, not the, good question. Not the crown, but the skin on the outside. As long as it's super clean, you put that in some water, boil it, and the tea is so good. It really is. So, nothing goes to waste.
Nothing goes to waste. Or you use it for compost, but nothing goes to waste. So once you do your 48-hour detox for your strong beginning, and when you're doing that, stay away from dairy. It's just competing. You're putting mucus in, you're trying to take mucus out. So like, just hold off, right?
Right.
Hold off on red meat. I'm saying that because we don't want to shame anybody, you know, that eats a certain way. Just scientifically, you're trying to cleanse. You don't want to put heavy stuff on top of cleansing. It just takes your system, you know, out of whack. Eat light. Eat your heaviest meal at the top of the day, like when the sun is shining, you know, like at the midpoint of your day, so you can process better. And sip, sip, sip. Have this in the morning. Let this be the last thing you consume before you go to bed. I promise you it's going to change your life because it's changing mine already. You know me, any excuse to take a sip. This is amazing. Now, the other thing you want to do, because we said BYOS, right? Bring your own shots. So you can take some ginger. You can take some lemon. And I just juiced all my turmeric. But you can also take some turmeric. And if you don't have turmeric, just ginger and lemon. If you have nothing else, ginger and lemon, juice this. Should I juice it, Queen? Or is telling you enough?
Telling us is good.
Okay. So when you juice it, so you can, if it's an organic lemon, you can juice the rind. Okay. But you don't want to do more than one because the lemon is really, really strong. So you don't want it to be abrasive in your system. But you want to juice a lemon or two. You want to juice some ginger. And then you can get like a little glass like this, a little glass bottle. This was actually a juice bar that I went to, and I bought a juice, and so it came in this glass, and I saved it. The glass is recyclable, so if you give it back, they'll give you $1. But I decided, I think I'm just gonna keep the glass. I paid for it. But you can put your shots in something like this. They even have little smaller glass bottles. You can find them at Target or at a hardware store where they have the mason jars. But all you need is your little flask, or put it in your flask, like whatever works for you if you have one, you know? But the point is, carry a shot. So when you have your ginger lemon, you can add that to some orange juice and whatever but you can add that to your drinks, to your beverages, ideally your natural fruit juices. If you really want to even get flyer, you can take your ginger shot and you can add like some of Queen Afua's Green Life or another green powder, because that's your chlorophyll.
Yeah,
so
that's a good one. I like that.
Matter of fact, we can keep the mother and son action going. We can, this is the mother, this is the son. So Queen Afua makes Green Life, which is something that I swear by. I'm almost done. And literally you take a cap full. So let's say you take your ginger lemon shot, you put that in some orange juice, you take a scoop of this and put it in and shake it up. Now you've got a chlorophyll drink, and you've got an energy builder, and you've got your vitamin C, you've got your anti-inflammatory. What the chlorophyll does is it restores all the vitamins and minerals and life and oxygen to the blood, right? It also helps the sun, it helps the body process the rays of the sun and turn it into energy and food. So when you look at plants, the reason why they're green, like the dark leafy green, it's the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the blood of plants. Chlorophyll is what allows plants to convert our carbon dioxide into oxygen. It's what allows plants to absorb the energy from the sun and give off oxygen. That's why it's good to have plants in the house. Photosynthesis. You know, isn't that beautiful when you can finally use the words from school? Like, I will never use photosynthesis. But yeah, so Queen Afua's Green Life, Supernova Slum, Super Mega Greens. There's quite a few other green powders, or you can even buy liquid chlorophyll if you don't feel like juicing. But the point is, there's so many ways. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna have to get a DJ. Shout out to any DJ that wants to play with us when we do our Wellness Wednesdays. We love some good music. But yeah, I think this is exciting. I'm actually excited for people. You know, I just want you to take it easy, right? Take it easy. This is a strong beginning. You do your 48-hour cleanse. You want to exercise self-discipline, get this in, and then make your shots that you're going to take outside with you. Keep your little jar with your shot tonic and just add it to your juices. And sip that. Check your body. If you feel like you're in a place where all of a sudden your head starts hurting, take a little shot. You can take it straight. That's the beautiful thing about this, right? Remember, this is your cleanser. You don't want to go outside drinking this because you're going to have to keep running back in, right? But your portable shots, take this with you, keep it in your bag, keep it in the car, constantly put it in your drinks, and take it easy. Be also mindful of, like, when you're rushing to go outside, what are you rushing to, right? Just go out and be in the sun. Be grateful and be present. Be mindful of what you're bringing outside, right? And enjoy yourself. But really discipline yourself to do the work, right? And take it easy. I need a new playlist too. So shout out to anybody that wants to set a playlist for Wellness Wednesdays.
Yes. And the word.
Yeah, let's get into the word
today. Honoring our beloved Malcolm X, our freedom fighter.
Yes, who celebrated his
92nd.
He celebrated his birthday.
Yes.
You know what's funny?
Yesterday.
I just said he celebrated his born day. And then I was going to take that back. But no, I'm not, because spirit is eternal. You know, the soul never dies. And his soul lives on in so many, including us. And so he did just observe and celebrate. Yes.
And one of his quotes was...
you said 92? Did you say 92?
I believe he would have been 92.
92, 9 and 2 is 11. 11 is a master number. So this is also, you know, a year of great mastery. And I'm just going to take that as a sign for myself in terms of wellness, you know, in terms of self-mastery, to continue to go to higher levels within myself so that I can be blessed and be a blessing. And I encourage others to do the same, because in order to have a strong beginning, you got to have the discipline to master yourself.
Yes. Yes.
So take it away, Queen, with the good word.
Like Malcolm X said, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today.
Boom. Cheers. I love that. Say it again, Queen.
The future belongs to those who prepare for it today.
Strong beginnings, y'all. Today is Wellness Wednesday. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got at least, I would say, if you start this today and you go into tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then you go into Friday, you still have enough time to process this, right? You do. You can have Saturday, you can have Sunday, you can have Monday, but you'll feel so much better. You'll be so fortified. If you don't, if you don't want to do it for 48 hours, I mean, you should, but 24 hours, solid. And share with your family. Everybody who's going to be going outside with you, rocking with you, share with your family and friends. Give it to the children. Give it to your elders. It's 100% safe. There's nothing in here that's going to counteract with any medications, you know, or lifestyle issues. So definitely. I feel like my phone is frozen, so I'm just going to pop over here and fix that. Okay. We good, Queen?
Yes, we're good. You're not frozen.
Okay. So anyway, that was Wellness Wednesdays. I'm excited. Yes. It's so nice to be back in the mix. We took a little bit of a hiatus so that we could also focus on ourselves, because I don't believe that when you're in the business of wellness or the practice of wellness, that you should serve to depletion and not take the time to replenish yourself.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I agree. We want to answer questions. We want to take this a step further. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Erica Ford's live on Instagram. And I believe she also does it on Facebook. But we're going to answer questions, do something that we haven't done in the spirit of strong beginnings, and actually allow people to connect with us and ask us more questions about how to get ready for the strong beginning. So we encourage you to go to Erica Ford, I Love My Life, ERICA Ford, I Love My Life. I think it's Erica Ford _ I Love My Life. You could also go to Life Camp Inc. That I believe that will also be on Facebook, Life Camp Inc. But Erica Ford _ I Love My Life on Instagram. And we'll meet you over there at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, which is literally in about 10 minutes. So that gives me enough time to finish my drink, and you yours, Queen. And happy Wellness Wednesday. Here's to a strong beginning for everybody.
Strong cheers. Yes, cheers.
Oh, this is so good. Oh, it makes me happy.
Yum. Align, alkaline, remind.
Align, alkaline, remind.
Yes.
Queen, you're the host. So you have to stop it.
Jalen is the host. And Jalen is here.
Oh, that was good. That was so good. We're going to have to make like a bloopers video also. We could also just leave the meeting. How about we just leave?